A New York Police Department lieutenant shot in the arm by a suspect is released from the hospital. Lieutenant Jose Gautreaux was wounded Sunday morning at the 41st Precinct headquarters in the Bronx and was greeted by lines of officers as he left the hospital. Take a look at your screen where you can just see them cheering for him. Now, among those who marked the moment was NYPD Commissioner Dermont Shea, who said the force was very lucky the attack wasn't fatal. Shea also spoke out against a tweet sent by the Sergeants Benevolent Association president, who blasted New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio.
Community behind us, and then when you see a tweet like that, I think it's wrong. I think Ed Mullins should think before he tweets something like that, because it's not helpful. It's not helpful to where we're going, and when you look at what the mayor does for this city, he's been extremely supportive of this NYPD.
The suspect, Robert Williams, was captured at the precinct station after he walked in and started shooting. Williams faces charges of attempted murder, criminal weapon possession, and resisting arrest. Meantime, the NYPD's Sergeants Benevolent Association says its members are declaring war on the city's mayor in light of these attacks. One America's Caitlin Sinclair has this report.
So Ed, over the weekend, your association tweeted and made a statement that these attacks are actually a direct influence by our mayor, and that our officers will actually be going to war with this mayor. What do you believe the influence of our mayor and this administration has been on these violent attacks that we're seeing now?
In my 38 years, I've never seen almost weekly protests of anti-police rhetoric, anti-police hate, the numerous events of resistant arrest, buckets of water being thrown. So my question to you and to every member of the city is, why is this happening since he's been mayor and hasn't happened in the prior times that he's been mayor? The atmosphere today I've seen from no other city official or government officials that we're seeing now across the country, and we're seeing in the last couple of years. The police are the bad guys. The police are the bad guys. We are fostering an atmosphere, a dialogue that is now telling the general public the police are out of control, the police are the bad guys, be careful.
Robert Williams, the man responsible for these horrendous attacks this past weekend, was deemed a career criminal.
Correct.
Can you kind of set the scene for us? What was the reaction amongst your community when you heard that he actually stated to investigators that he did this because he, quote, hates cops?
What's disturbing is that this career criminal was paroled. That tells you something about our parole board. This parole board, under the governor, has let out cop killers. If we're going to reward cop killers, then who protects the public? When we say it's okay to kill police, who protects the public?
Can you share with our viewers, what do you think needs to be done right now? What would you call on the current administration to put forward as far as getting rid of this anti-cop sentiment that exists right now?
The mayor needs to stand in front of the podium. He needs to address the media to tell the people of the city of New York, I'm supporting the cops, we're supporting law and order. Then direct his chief of department to go out into the precincts and put his handcuffs on people that are violating the law, so that every cop in this city sees that the guy at the top is doing it. I've challenged him several times to do it, and he hasn't done it.
Thank you so much for being
Anytime.
with us, and the outcomes this weekend could have been a lot worse. So
Absolutely. Thank God they were.
Thankful. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.